How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel and welcome to my thoughts on the first episode of The Penguin. This is a show that I have been really interested in, mostly because I really enjoyed Colin Farrell as the Penguin in the Batman movie. So seeing how he was going to be getting his own spin-off, that was going to be very intriguing. And I was not disappointed with this first episode because it introduces you back into the world of the Batman while also giving you something new and somewhat refreshing that we really haven't seen just yet. Because when we explore the world of the Batman, we're exploring different territories that we haven't really explored in the Batman movies previous to the Robert Pattinson Batman. So seeing how we were going to be taking elements of that movie and characters from that movie, seeing different perspective of Gotham City through their eyes, that is something that I really loved, especially with this series taking place right after the events of the Batman. Seeing how everything is kind of transformed and seeing how everything is going under, that was really intriguing. Colin Farrell returns as Oswald Cobblepot, and I think he still kills it even under the heavy makeup that at times I think it was very unnoticeable that it was Colin Farrell in the makeup in the Batman. In here you can kind of start seeing shades of him, and I'm not sure how much of it has to do with the fact that we know that it's Colin Farrell as Oswald Cobblepot, that the makeup starts to make him look like Colin Farrell just with heavy makeup. But I really loved the way that we were really reintroduced to him. From the moment that the show starts, they start using the theme of the Batman to let you know that it's still in that same world, and as soon as those notes hit, you're just automatically transported back to the Gotham City that we were introduced to in the Batman. And the cinematography for this show is still on point. Everything still looks grimy, but at the same time it's also very visually beautiful to see on screen. Then we get introduced to a new character played by Renzi Fearless. I think the relationship that they're building between Victor and Oz is starting to grow a little bit for me. When it comes down to villains having sidekicks, sometimes they work, other times they just start grinding on your gears, and so that is where we're starting to see Oswald take somebody else under his wing, and I think they're building that relationship pretty well. I really enjoyed seeing these two go together, and the banter that Colin and Renzi have together, I think it's going to really make the relationship for Oswald really strong. And I think that is something that I really love, the fact that we're able to see different perspective, seeing a new side of Oz in this show, something that we haven't really seen in the movie, I thought worked. And really the standout for the show is Kristen Miliot. I think whenever she pops up on screen, she has this commanding presence to her. She kind of has that don't fuck with me attitude that I really loved seeing, and I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to handle this character, because from the moment that she begins and she has a one-on-one sit down with Oz, you just feel the tension there. And I think that is something that is really making this show strong, is really the tension that we have between Sophia Falcone and Oz after something really goes down with her brother. That dynamic right there is going to be the strongest focal point of this movie. And speaking of tension, when Oz is giving his monologue in the beginning of the show before he offs Alberto Falcone, was just so commanding and strong that I love it when we get those types of monologues, but there's no breaks. We're just focused on the character. We're seeing that performance come out, and Colin Farrell is still killing it as Oswald Cobblepot. There's going to be so much tension in here that I'm really excited to see how it's going to unfold throughout the entire series. The way that the show is told, it's kind of a bit of a slow burn, but even when we have that one scene, when we have that one chase between Oz, I thought that was gripping. It was intense. You're really feeling it from the moment that it begins to the moment that it ends, and I just really enjoyed this first episode. As far as a premiere, I think this is one of the best premieres that I've seen so far. It has everything that you want from the Batman world transferred into this show, so you're not going to feel lost. If you haven't seen the Batman, you're not going to feel lost at all. You might get the ending of the Batman spoiled for you, but other than that, you can walk into this show without having seen the Batman, and you're not going to be lost in any way, shape, or form. But those are my thoughts on the premiere of The Penguin. Have you guys checked it out? Are you planning on checking it out? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys for the next video.